holding, my bad, it's Monday already. Well, happy Veterans Day, man. It's the Mayn event show, November 11, 2019. Super excited. I have a veteran field pack show. But before that, Louis, how was Saturday night?
Dude, Saturday we had the Cup to Mike at Oceanside Brewing Company. So for those that didn't go, it's a beer pong tournament for artists. So every team has 2 artists, and as you lose, that's the lineup. And dude, it was really successful. It was really fun.
It was super fun, man. Yeah, there's no set time. It's the process of elimination. When they eliminate, obviously the artists, they have to perform. It's a really fun event. It kind of drops the ego. It's like an event for the artists, and it was really fun. So yeah, we have another one, December 14th at Social Garden, man. Definitely check that out. Y'all already know. And as always, man, shout out to what? New Cannabis Designs. Every single show, man, we always rock it. Right? Shout out to Cannabis Designs. And my first guest, man. Shout out my man himself, Lifted Veteran.
Yep, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for having me. Yeah. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
Oh, no problem. First and foremost, happy Veterans Day.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it, man. We appreciate the love you guys show us, the support.
So when did you serve?
I did 6 years, 2006 to 2012. I did one tour in Iraq, 2007 to 2008. I did Afghanistan 2009 to 2010. So then I got out in 2012 in the Army. So that's it, man. Just been kind of trying to survive after that, make it happen.
We appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. No, but you don't only do that, man. You're also a vivid statement in the community. In Ocean Beach right there, you got experience virtual reality.
Definitely, yeah, man. My wife and I run our VR shop in Ocean Beach right there. We've been there for about 2.5 years now. And it's just virtual reality games and experiences, just family fun, It's fun, man, we love seeing families come in, all ages working, having fun, and we've been doing that for almost 3 years. That's my day job. I mean, I get to go,
play games,
video games, I'm playing Fortnite at work, stuff like that. So people tell me I'm kind of living the dream a little bit, video games.
You're talking when you're on the radio show, shout out KNSJ. When you're on the radio show, you're talking about there's some crazy games you got. You got a bar fight game.
Yeah.
You got a walk the plank game.
Yeah, you can fly, walk a plane, bar fight, kill zombies, ride roller coasters. And,
I would love the roller coaster.
Yeah, all that in these little goggles, and you can do it with your family and friends. So that's what's really appealing, and it's something different. Something different for families like that.
It's right by the beach, so have a beach day.
Yeah, man.
Where's the address?
Yeah, it's 4967 right on Newport Avenue in Ocean Beach. Come by, get some hodads, go get some Lighthouse ice cream, have a beer at Kilowatt, and come play some virtual reality games. They go to the OB Pier, man. It's a whole day right there.
Man, I remember that pier was shut down last year.
It was crazy. It was earlier this year, I believe, right? Or was it? Yeah. It was crazy, man. It was a strong wave. But it's rocking, man. It opened up for summer, of course. They got that summer rush out there. They help the businesses out there, of course, keep the tourists coming in.
That's right. You were talking about Kilowatt, man. Shout out Kilowatt. You got that thing going. Right?
Yeah.
Souls for Souls, right?
Yes, we did do a drive in October for Souls for Souls.
What is that? Explain that.
So it's a nonprofit organization, and we raised collectively as a group of 6 businesses. We raised 1,671 pairs of shoes. Yeah, in October so and it's feeding families in I think Tonga this year and Ecuador or something.
Every year.
Yeah, there's different places, and what they do, they take these shoes that we don't use anymore in America, right? And they sell them, and they become mini entrepreneurs around the world. Other
they could be used shoes, or they want new shoes.
Used and new shoes. As long as they're not decent condition.
Not no old skater shoes.
Yeah,
wearing them.
You're doing the 360 kicks and stuff. That's what we did, man. We raised so many shoes, and I'm all about giving back in any way possible. So that was amazing. It was fun. It's just amazing. You can tell people, do you have any shoes? Everybody's like, yeah, I got tons of shoes. And,
I got more shoes than my girlfriend.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So 1,671 pairs of shoes later in the month.
Man, 1,671 pairs.
Yeah. That was amazing there. But yeah, that's a lot of fun, man. And talking about our virtual reality shop, I was telling you right now, we're actually going to be kind of rebranding our location there.
Oh, the rebrand.
Yeah, we're rebranding it. We're going to experience VR. We're gonna name it the VR joint now.
Ooh,
yeah. So we're going right here.
The VR joint in Ocean Beach.
It's the VR joint in Ocean Beach. Kind of switching the scene a little bit. You know what I mean? See, maybe trying to fit in the OB a little bit more.
I like it. It would be a dope idea. I should have told you about it, but like a movie night. projector, like dope little.
That's what we're doing. Yeah, we're putting a projector.
He's got it, man.
Yeah,
Check out the VR joint.
Yeah.
You gonna switch up the Instagram now?
Every day, everything soon. We're very soon. I just locked up the website yesterday, so
shit.
I had to kind of like look for the right combo there. But
you do so much, bro.
right, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. I try to. You know what I mean? It drives me nuts, but
look at him. He's on the road. We didn't even talk about the green
Ablum project. Yeah, man. That's my life mission. That's what really. Man, that's what really drives me. You know, that's from my heart is the Green Apple Project. And,
you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually here when I messaged you that one time. I was like, yo, I have a veteran. There's that guy out there, man. He was really, you know, he told me this crazy story, and it's about a veteran. He showed me this badass picture of this dope, this military person carrying someone out on his back, man. You know, blood dripping and everything. A year later, from that picture, that same Marine died of an overdose of the PTSD medicine that the military prescribed him. And marijuana is so forbidden. So, I mean, with what you're trying to do and, like, with what they're saying, the stories, like, dude, I mean, someone's going to get it, you know?
You know what, man? For me, it saved my life. You know, cannabis, you know, I didn't use cannabis until I was 30 years old. You know, so I didn't smoke when I was 12, 11, 13, 14. So, at 30 years old, as a grown man making my own decision, I decided to use cannabis. And I used it the right way, and it completely changed my life. You know, I'm better with my wife, my kids. You know, I don't drink as much anymore. You know, I enjoy a beer here and there now, but it was just, and it just helped me, man. So I know if I was in that position, there's other veterans in that position that it's hard to speak out. You know,
and it's taboo though.
It's
hard to even make that decision.
It is. You know, you can't go to your family or your mom or your wife because they're gonna, you know, whoever it is, they're gonna judge you because you smoke weed. They're gonna tell you smoke weed. I don't even tell people I smoke weed. I use cannabis as my medicine. You know, so you know, there's a difference. I believe there's a huge. I mean, it helps me with everything. It helps me function. You know, I wake up in the morning and I medicate at 7 in the morning. And I medicate before all throughout the day, and it keeps me going. You know, I'm a successful business owner. You know, I got 2 kids. Started my own nonprofit. You know what I mean? So and I, you know, all of this while, you know, so I want to be an example. I know, you know, a lot of people kind of write me. People I haven't seen in a long time. Like, man, you're doing good, and what's the reason? And I tell them it's the cannabis. You know what I mean? For me, I mean, it's what it is to me. You know what I mean? It's my personal experience, and I just want to educate. That's what we're doing with the Green Apple Project. It's just all education. You know, we're not sitting here putting joints in people's mouths, you know, smoking. We're educating. You know, where we have programs with Two Roots. Shout out to Two Roots. They're amazing, man. They have this cannabis-infused, non-alcoholic beer that's changing the stigma. You don't have to, you know, light this bowl and smoke it. You know, people don't want to smoke. We understand that. You could sip it in a casual can with your family and friends, very discreet, and it takes the same effect. You know, it's still medication.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And you're not abusing it. You're not like a little stoner. He's a business owner, man. At that thing with Two Roots, it's every Tuesday, right? It
is every single Tuesday. We're actually doing it at our VR location. And there's a crazy little backstory to this, man. I found out today. The first week that we had that Two Roots thing at our location, 4967 Newport Avenue, Suite 12, San Diego 92107, right?
Yes, sir.
And the reason I spell it out is because that is the address, and I'm telling you, it's going to blow your mind, of the first ever legal cannabis club in San Diego, but in 1997 after Prop 215 passed. At my location.
Swear.
Of all the places that my wife and I could have opened up our location, that exact location, the guy came in and said, this is where all this stuff was growing, and we had telephones here. He said, the DA rated that door, our door that, you know, and it blew my mind. I'm like, of all the places we could have rented in the world to start our business.
That is literally the story.
That one, I think it chose me, you know, I'm serious. I wasn't a cannabis user before we opened up our business, and I guess, you know, being an OB just kind of turned me in. I don't know.
Shout out OB.
Yeah, shout out to OB, man. I love OB, man. It's such a beautiful, man. OB's such a beautiful community, man. Like, you know, like just being, you know, I don't live there. We're trying to get out there, but we, you know, just being a business owner there, like the community is amazing. You know, the businesses are amazing. We work with each other to try to, you know, bring each other up and keep it small and local. You know, everywhere you go in OB, you see the same people. You go to my shop, you go see me and my wife. You go to the taco shop down the street, you're gonna see the owners working it. You know, so that's why OB's so special, and I love it, man. I really do.
Family-owned business. Are you actually from San Diego originally?
Yeah, originally from San Diego, man.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Always out here, Spring Valley, my whole life. You know, East County, Spring Valley. But yeah, man. You know, I've been in San Diego, lived in Oceanside for a little bit.
Hey,
Back
shout out
in the day.
760,
Right?
man.
Yeah. But yeah, man, always been San Diego.
Well, hey, definitely follow this man, lifted_veterans. You want to give me a shout out to any other veterans that are not here?
Yeah, man. I mean, I want to give out to shout out to my boy Angel Cologne, man. I love you, man. You pushed me so much after everything. Just everybody I've served with, man. A million of you guys I could name. I'm sure that, every veteran can to their buddies, and just everybody that's following me, supporting me, giving me words of encouragement. It was hard for me to come out of my shell, and I'm here, and having everybody's support is huge, and it means a lot to me every single day. And I'm just trying to be a better person every day, and trying to make the world and my community better if I can,
Well, it seems like you're doing a great job, man.
thanks,
With both
man.
your nonprofits, man. Check them out every Tuesday with what, Two Roots?
Two Roots Brewing, yeah, it's a cannabis well-being program for veterans and their families.
Check them out. When you open?
We're open Tuesday through Sunday at our VR shop.
Check them out.
Hit us up. Our new website is going to be thevrjointsv.com. That's going to be our new website. But yeah, man, come through. It's a lot of fun.
Man, shout out Lift the Veteran. You're amazing, bro. Thank you for showing up, bro.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No worries, man. Shout out to the fam, too. Next, man, we got the Pangagea Project. If you don't know about it, you about to learn today. I'm going to tell you that.
I'm trying to learn. That sounds interesting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just want to give a shout out to my boys at Kick It Podcast and obviously Legacy Brewery, man. 363 Airport Road every single Monday. Go check out the Main Event Show live. Y'all already know, man. So I know it's crowded, but where's the Pangagea Project? Get your ass over here. Let's go. Oh, but before you leave, though, without further ado, I would love to give you one of the most delicious, gluten-free, vegan energy drinks ever, Dynamite.
Just keep it going, man.
Check out Dynamite.
Just keep it going. They're good, man. Dynamite energy.
I love it.
Awesome. All right, guys.
Bro, let's do the switch off.
Over here.
Get it. The mic over there. Appreciate it. Man, so you guys are the Pangagea Project.
That's correct.
Am I saying that right?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Pangagea
Thank
Project.
God. And so what is obviously the Pangagea Project? Definitely amazing. If you don't know what it is, tell these beautiful folks what it
All
is.
right, so my name's Dan. This is Aubrey. I'm the CEO of Pangagea Project. This is our CFO right here. And what we do, speak up. What we do is we throw charity-based music events. We throw local community events that give back towards that community. So we've worked with the San Diego Food Bank, the Ocean Cleanup. We just donated about $650 to the backpack program, the San Diego Food Bank. It's an incredible program.
Was that the homeless one or the one for back to school kids?
It's the
Back to school kids.
I know there's two backpack programs, man. They're both
Yeah.
man. You guys did an event, the past month? What was that one?
We did a Halloween
We've done a
backpack.
few. We've done a few. That was the Halloween batch for the backpack program. Okay,
Yeah.
you want to talk about the backpack
Yeah,
program?
sure. So, there's so many children in San Diego who only eat at school, and that to me was just shocking. They get their breakfast and their lunch at school, and they go home hungry every night. And this San Diego Food Bank thing put together a program where they actually put food in their backpack on Friday night. It's enough to feed them until Monday morning.
Really?
Yeah. They
Every
literally
Friday.
discreet. They call them to the office. They don't make a big deal out of it. And they put a brown paper bag full of enough nutrition to last until Monday. When I read that, I was just like,
177,000 kids in elementary school alone in San Diego
and it's
that
only,
don't eat
yeah.
over the weekend.
It only costs $5.55 to feed these kids for the weekend.
That's crazy.
Right.
I
So
didn't
even if
know.
it's only $6.50,
That number is staggering and depressing. I didn't even know, man. If you want to help the kids, man, definitely. You guys know the website to that,
yeah, I mean, it's just the San Diego Food Bank, and as soon as you go on the website, it says programs, and you can, and the backpack program for kids is just right there.
There's a link in our bio if you want to check us out on Instagram. It's at the Pangagea Project. That's the Pangaea Project. If you want to check that out in the bio and go directly donate to them, or come out on the 14th
Right.
at THC and LB.
Speaking of
Shout
Yeah,
out
LB.
by the way, this is an OB based.
Yeah, OB, man. Veterans Day, Ocean Beach Day, huh?
I didn't know you owned a virtual studio, so we might have to do something in the future. We might have to work together.
there all the time.
They sold their souls too, man. That's huge.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Hearing that, that's
This is how
incredible.
this is all happening. It's all happening organic.
Main Event Show, that's how we do it every week, baby.
Yeah.
So already know.
I know, like
Main event show, let's go,
Hey,
baby.
but let's talk about the 14th. You guys got a dope single, Welcome to the Jungle, at the holding company, THC and OB. What's that about?
We're going back to Pangagea, baby.
Yeah. So let's teleport back into the time of Pangaea to raise money for the backpack program.
If you think about it, Pangea was when all the continents were together, right? So we're bringing everybody back together to raise money for the community. So it's just bringing everybody back.
That's beautiful.
To
Man.
Pangea.
Jungle themed,
Hey, I'll bring on my inner Tarzan, you know what I mean?
That's
Or
it,
George's
that's it.
Jungle.
I think you said you were going to be a predator, right?
I do want to be a predator, yeah. On the last show, man, on the Kick It podcast, check it out on Spotify. But man, so how long has the Pangea Project been going on for?
So I started this back in August 10th of 2018. We fed over 1,700 people at the San Diego Food Bank, and it was a lot of fun doing it. And once I kind of wanted to test the idea, starting a music collective, which there's a lot of these different collectives popping up in LA that I've been following a lot. And
Collective as in, be specific, is it like a dispensary or is it like a
Okay,
fetish?
okay. So they're music collectives. So what a collective is a group of people who throw events in different venues every time. Right? So instead of an artist having to reach out to a venue to go and perform at the venue, to go and showcase their talents, a collective is always popping around these different venues, starting events on their own, different warehouses and whatnot.
It's a little bit like a group of talent event coordinators that just like take over different
Exactly,
locations.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. So we've been popping around a lot of different venues now. We started out August 10th at the Project Bar and Grill, which is unfortunately shut down now, but
Yeah,
shouts
yeah,
out.
Shout out.
And then we moved over to Kava Lounge. We've done a toy drive at Avenue. We've done a few college nights at Firehouse.
Okay.
And now we're moving our talents, our group, our collective, over to OB, which is where our headquarters is as well.
That's right. I know if you guys know me, so, yeah.
And by the way, this group of musicians, when they're together, there's no pride getting in the way. They bounce off of each other. They have a good time. The energy is amazing. And it's, you look at them and you go, they could be totally kind of like my time, but they group together, and that's why we like to call it a collective and community, because together we're so much more powerful than individuals, and we're all feeling that and realizing that. And so what can we do with it? What can we do with this energy?
Oh yeah, it's limitless. No, it's beautiful. I've been a part of certain projects and stuff like that. Like, it's just so beautiful when you have so much talent and everybody's so humble. It's like, man, you know, it's like an A+ team. Like, where do I go?
We're all better together.
Yeah,
I feel that a lot in San Diego too, you know. I spent a lot of time in LA, and it's much different in San Diego. The people in San Diego are incredible.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
like-
definitely a community vibe.
Everybody wants to do good for the community. They want to do good for their fellow man, right?
of course.
And so we're trying to,
Yeah, you can look at it.
I know, I'm like looking at you guys.
but
It's a gift and a curse.
our goal is to create a space and experience for all the people that want to go and do good for the community, but they don't really have the money, they don't have the energy or the resources,
I'm
really.
not really sure where to go, what to do. I know I feel like this generation, which I talked about last time on the show, they want to give back, but they don't know how. And the last thing they want to do is like drop off some clothes at a Goodwill or write a check to somebody. Like, what is that doing for me? It doesn't make me feel good. I don't know where it went. For all I know, they're keeping the money. So in this way, you've got a group of kids that are like, okay, let's get together. I say kids, but let's get together and we're going to have a really good time.
Young adults.
Young adults. We're going to have a really good time. We know we are. We have every time. Like, no doubt, every time it's been a blast.
It has been a blast.
It has.
I've witnessed it.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing. I can't wait to see it this Thursday.
Yeah.
This Thursday.
Oh my
THC,
god.
the whole
You guys ain't doing nothing. 21 and up, man. Come to Ocean Beach.
Wait, it's free to get in, guys. And
free entry?
they're going to give 5% of bar tab.
Hey.
Yeah, 5% of the entire bar is going to go towards feeding
Say it's on Pangaea. Fuck it, I am.
But you have to come.
We let a curse on you? Oh.
I'm excited though. It's 3 stories.
It's
super
yeah.
awesome.
We've got body painters. Like, you could literally
Oh
just
my
come and get your entire body
Go-go
painted.
dancers? Shouts
We've
out
got
to go-go dancers.
Don't give up my secret. I'm not gonna go dancing there. I might. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, no, I mean, you're going to come in, there's going to be a complete jungle vibe. I hope everyone comes themed out from head to toe.
So it's a costume party.
I mean,
That's just
yeah,
it,
it's
you know?
themed out.
Jungle
for
theme
sure,
costume
yeah.
party. Show up at
Spirit
THC.
animals are welcome.
I'm a predator, so people get fucked up tonight.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be super fun though. I'm excited, and this is for also the backpack, the
Yeah.
backpack charity as well.
Yeah.
It's a good time of year to do with Thanksgiving coming, for sure.
Yeah, we wanted to do a two-part event. One around Halloween time, one around right before Thanksgiving, but all the proceeds are going towards feeding those kids for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys gonna be doing turkey? Well, that's up to the food bank, right? Whatever they do.
I'd love to kind of go together and really.
I mean, I'm not LT, but I love to do that too. I think I have money. Turkeys are not cheap, But I love giving back to me. That's why I show love, everybody, And do you guys have any plans coming up for 2020? I mean, come on, Pangaea.
We do. There's a lot of things in the works.
We get the exclusive or what?
We're working on a website. We're working on a few clothing collectives. We've got a few new events coming up, but you're going to have to follow Pangaea to stay tuned.
Hey, where can they follow you?
Instagram, mostly Facebook, and that's at the Pangagea Project. That's ThePangaea, the correct spelling, project, Project. Let's go.
Project. No, man, and also, so if they're inquiring, if they're artists or if they want to donate to a charity, just hit you guys up.
Reach out.
Who runs on social media? Who runs Instagram?
We all do.
Okay.
We all do. We're a family here.
One thing we want to make clear is that we want people to come join this whole thing. Artists, whether they're painters or singers, they don't have to be a DJ or a producer. They can be any type of art. We have a friend of ours who does live painting at shows. We had a guy come do it at the Halloween party. Somebody's coming to paint bodies at the next one. Any art is welcome. We want to encourage that big time because that's what this is all really about.
And it's all forms of art, really. Like, she does our finances, right? But to me, that's an art.
I can't do it.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
That is incredible.
All forms of art, even if you're not an artist, we're recruiting. We're expanding. We're building a lot of momentum right now.
Like, the people who create our experiences, they're artists. Like, it's all overwhelmingly artistic and creative.
And I love this beautiful. When I scroll my Instagram, I'm an Instagram addict. I see everybody in San Diego, but they're all doing events or they're performing. It's beautiful, like the whole circle I surround myself around. Even when I'm trying to scroll, all I see is art or talent in San Diego, and it's beautiful. And if you guys see them this Thursday, man, don't forget to say hi. They're obviously open the network, man. This guy looks like he's in Maroon 5. You can't miss them. You already know remember their faces. Yes, sir. You guys want to give me shout outs? It is Veterans Day.
Well, our whole team also, like any veterans, thank you so much for your service, obviously. But our whole team, everybody's time. Zen Money was supposed to be here with us. He was on the last show. He couldn't make it.
Shout out to he was on the Kick It podcast.
Right.
Which is every Thursday at Oceanside Brewery, and that actually show is on Spotify, so you guys can check that out.
And our whole team, Blay and Austin and Deanna and everybody who puts forth an effort all the time. Thanks, guys.
Shouts out Kelly over here.
Kelly over here in the background.
Kelly.
She's always in the background, being beautiful.
You guys are amazing, but before I let you leave, I gotta give you some of the most delicious, gluten-free, vegan energy drinks. It is Dynamite.
By the way, Dynamite is a huge sponsor of ours, so we need to also give a shout out to Dynamite. They have been a huge part of all of our parties.
The main event, this event is powered by Dynamite.
And the
And
Tango
more
Web
alive with Dynamite.
The Tango Web Wee Wee.
And Pangaea.
Shout out Pangaea, man. Shout out to the Veteran Week. Next, we have an amazing singer coming up. Are you ready for it? I don't think you are.
Come on, girl.
I don't think you are. I don't think you are.
Before she comes up. I want to give a shout out one more time to Legacy Brewery, man, 363 Airport Road. Every Monday night, come check out the main event show. They're actually open every day of the week. That's pretty hard to do for a craft brewery. So, man, shout out to them. And also shout out Pangagea Project. You will see us and you will see them Thursday at the Holding Company in Ocean Beach. What time does that start?
Out.
8 p.m., 8 to 2 a.m. Come
fun.
jungle ready. Come jungle ready.
Come jungle ready.
If
So
you
is
check
it-
out the Instagram, you'll see our past parties and you'll see how fun it
Oh,
is.
I've seen them. I'm going.
Yeah.
You best believe you're going to see Smoke Dog there. Come jungle ready. I'm nervous. I'm excited. Is it going to be jungle music or what type of music are we
It's
expecting?
gonna be a lot of house music. Yeah. We're gonna.
I actually have a DJ. I have a DJ I need you guys to know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Love
Well, shout out DJ shows.
Send them our way.
Let's get it, man.
So we're gonna talk about that virtual reality studio.
Yeah,
We're gonna do
somehow. I'm picturing like coming into the jungle with a virtual
Yeah.
reality.
Oh my God.
Some steam, some
You're giving me
dinosaurs.
goosebumps. The main event will be there, whatever they do. I'll be there, no matter what.
All right,
Thanks
you
for having
so much
us.
for
Oh,
having
no
us.
problem.
Thanks
One
for
love.
having
Hey, Dan the man, bro. Yes, sir. That was a pleasure. Dynamite, always, man. Thank you. You're so refreshing, so delicious. Definitely going to see them and see myself on Thursday at Welcome to the Jungle Theme at the holding company in Ocean Beach. Next, I have a beautiful guest. I cannot wait. It is Sierra Marin. I was so nervous. How you doing? Good. Long time no see, I jumped mine. I saw you a little bit ago, right?
Yeah, like a few days ago.
How was that? I know you rocked. I was doing the podcast with Kid, but how was it?
It was super fun. It was really good time.
Have you been? You're an avid social gardener, right?
Yes, I am. We started kind of holding an open mic there on Tuesdays called the Social Mic, and I kind of stepped back from it when I went on tour this summer.
I know you went everywhere. You went to Washington, was Minnesota?
Yeah,
Minnesota,
Wisconsin, yeah,
Hey.
Oregon, a little bit.
But you're a San Diego native.
Yes, I'm
Oh my
grew up in Carlton, lived elsewhere, but I'm back here now. This is
There you
home.
go.
Yeah.
Shout out, man. Shout out to Sea Bad Boys. What is it called? The Rats or whatever? The Sea
Yeah,
Bad
right.
Right. But no, you're back. You're doing a lot of things. You have that great, that new album out.
Yeah, I got my EP out, and it's been an ever-evolving experience, and now I've been really, like, diving into more actual production and recording and producing my own music, and, like, basically working on my first, like, official album. Like, EP's been out, songs have been out, but for me, it's like, I want to create something that's, like, a story that's, like, representative of, like, my story, and also what I want to express, and, you know, the embodiment of love that I hope to share in my music.
I mean, I don't know. Let's see what your album is called.
It doesn't have name.
What about Love is Medicine?
Okay, yeah, that's a song.
Oh, it's one song?
Yeah, and that's like my most.
That was Spotify and you, and I was like...
That's like the song, yeah.
It is very experimental, though. I mean, there's a lot of different tracks. I like it. You know, you're very versatile as an artist. When I did catch my ear, you know, listening to you at, you know, the Social Garden, shout out Social Garden, it was really awesome. You're very talented. You can rap, sing. Oh my gosh, what don't you do? Did you play the keyboard, the violin?
I do. I don't play any like brass or violin. I don't play
That's
violin.
it. No brass.
I don't do that.
We're done here. I love it. No, it's super talented. I'm not the one trick pony. I can only like, you know, put up the dopest lyrics every day. Go cut. But you know, it's really crazy how as talented artists like you got to, you know, go see a lot of cities. I've barely been out of San Diego. So how was all those places going on tour?
Amazing. I really loved after I graduated college, I went and did the whole, you know, school, like UC, Santa Barbara. I got my degree in psychology and indigenous studies, and I was very in the matrix flow, and I was really unhappy. And after that, I started traveling the road, and I basically, like, nothing made sense to me anymore when I was trying to work full time, and I ended up just like leaving with my backpack and my guitar and like $100, and I started hitchhiking because I had like everything
You're super travel.
yeah, I just was flowing, and I ended up like living on a school bus with all these like traveling musical hippies and like just playing music. Like, yeah, I'm kind of in the midst of sort of doing that, writing my story. But yeah, so being on the road and just sharing music and seeing how potent music can be, and how really just like leaping into what I love and trusting is like. It fucking works.
Now, it fucking works. Now, were you always a musician or not?
I played piano since I was like 9 years old. It's always been what I've loved, but I've been afraid to really step into my power in that. And so in the last like year and a half, 2 years, I've been like really owning who the fuck I am and why I'm here. And so I'm still unveiling myself. And it's
Doing this shit for 12 years, 2 years. Already traveling, 2 years. I love it though, man. You got a lot going on. When are we expected for your album? Your You album to
So
come out?
it's literally a matter of me just like grounding in and doing it, and that's like where I'm at right now. Is like where I'm at right now is just like grounding in and creating and producing and recording and getting these songs to a point where I'm like feel like it's ready, and also not allowing my perfectionism to hold on too tight.
It's hard.
It's all balanced, but I think
real talented artists are perfectionists.
yeah.
So it's like, man, you never hear the best stuff because they're not having it.
Right.
Even though it's amazing. It's
But yeah,
beautiful to be training.
as artists, it's like the art wants to be created. It's like something that needs to be expressed, and we're a bridge. Yeah, and for us to have that you know ability is almost a responsibility to share, because in that way we can inspire others to do the same and to really follow their own passions.
Dude, that statement was better than half the freestyles on this show. I can't believe it. Jesus Christ. Man, speaking of that, though, where can they follow your music?
So I'm on Spotify, Sierra Marin, Sierra like the mountain, Marin like the county, and then Instagram, Sierra Marin Music, Facebook, Sierra Marin. It's up on
Spotify.
iTunes,
I found it on
Apple Music.
Spotify.
Yeah, Google it, see what happens. Sierra Marin.
Are you going to give us something tonight?
Yeah,
Some funk, that sweet, that nasty?
Yeah.
What are you going to give us? I'll give you your legendary.
Okay, I'm curious.
So right now, give out a shout out to your Instagram, and she's going to jam real quick for you.
Alright. Okay, Sierra Marin Music is my Instagram. And yeah. I'll continue posting like local shows and stuff and what I got coming up for those. Alright, this song is called Creating This, the song that I'm about to share.
Next, we got City Boy Ghost, man, ready to drop some heat on them.
Alright. I'll try to be heard here and figure out this contraption is next. So this song is one that I'm working on producing right now. We're almost done with it. I pretty much just gotta get it mastered. And yeah, I'm excited to be releasing it. It came out of a time about 7 or 8 months ago when I was living out in Hawaii. I was living on Big Island. And I was going through a breakup and just like kind of getting back into my own flow and remembering that at the end of the day, like this is my journey. And the song is called Creating This. Maybe up a little bit.
They say that freedom is a virtue when the truth is set free. But I got something to say and it might hurt, but I really just gotta speak to me with open eyes and ears so clear. Breathing into that which I fear, part of me that I keep hidden away. Is a coming out to play and working with the mind for creation. As I find this emancipation from the tide of iron and this devastation. Getting stuck in my mind, all this hesitation, isolation from one another. We shine our light, we uncover this truth that lies within the darkness. Legacy of light, the rainbow arc of breaks between kill and eating. Whatever it is that you believe in, what was so inspired to create. There's no time to feel all hate, why wait? But we already are, grab a better fight. Like a guitar and let the spirit and flow through you. Just let it be true. Let the fire burn these flames. Till only the real remains. That's the way the fear we have of speaking our entire truth. Someday you the truth of your ways. There's no need to hide, and in dark times, that you'll feel it like that. We are creating it. We are creating that.
Hot Sierra Marin. That's it. You go, girl.
One more?
Encore.
One more, that's it. That's the street. But no, man, so what's your next event going on?
My next show.
The next one.
That's a good question. Follow me on Instagram.
Hey, well, she's
Sometimes.
She's looking.
Something
She's
like a
looking
week ago.
good.
I cannot remember it right now. So here, yeah.
Oh my gosh, follow her on Instagram. She just got off a tour, man, back in San Diego, holding it down. I saw your social garden is amazing. I had to get you on my show. I'm glad you came.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, beautiful music. What was that song called again?
That was called Creating This. That one's going to be released in the next month or so. On Spotify.
Exclusive. Heard it here first. Main event show. Well, without further ado, you're a champion. You want to give me shout outs before we let you go?
Shout out to my family. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you guys. I'm really in awe of what y'all do for the community. I definitely want to tap in with you guys, musically and helping people. It's super beautiful.
Is that Louis?
Thanks, guys.
Weren't you on his show?
I was.
What the heck? Man, he's way over there. This crowd here is full. Oh my god.
He's on the mic.
I want an encore.
Hey, encore. Maybe afterwards they leave it open. But right now, we got Sierra Marin leaving, we got City Boys coming, City Boy Ghost coming up. I'm excited, man. You're a champion. Hey, it's not the last time you're going to see her on the main event show, so definitely give a round of applause, follow her, tell the main event sent you. You won't get a discount on the next show, but it sounds good. It does sound good. Where's City Boy Ghost? Is he here? Oh, there he is. He was making way through the crowd.
He really is a ghost.
Oh my, I couldn't even find him on Saturday. You were a ghost. Move that out of the way, fix your face. Bam! City Boy Ghost in the building. Damn. City Boy Ghost in the building, man. So excited, man.
What's up, man? How you doing, man?
I haven't seen you since, what, 2 days ago?
Was it 2 days ago? 2 days?
2 days too long, this guy. Oh my gosh. Cup the mic, though. How do you like Cup the mic?
Hey, Cup the Mic is brilliant. Cup the Mic is a fucking brilliant, man. For all the people out there that don't know what's going on with what my boy Smoke has going on, bro, you gotta tap in, you gotta find the fuck out. This is about to be an Oceanside Rolling Loud, involving just simple and separate events that are mutually connected to the night, you know what I mean? And it was beautiful. People came out, everybody had a good time, everybody was laughing, smiling, playing beer pong, you know, that's a way to connect people without forcing conversation on it.
Oh, man.
So it was good, it was positive.
It's fun. I appreciate the way that, because you're an artist. I appreciate how your point of view is, because that's what I meant. It really is an artist party.
Yeah, no, and that's what it was a party. It was a mini Vegas rehab, you know what I'm saying?
That was dope. I mean, at least 16 artists. It was way more in the building. I mean, if you were there, you performed like a champion.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, you check my story. Check his story, man. You performed like a champion.
Well, not to mention half of the artists that actually came through were more so involved in the event of the festivities of the night. less of being on stage, and it was cool to bring people out and almost give them like an all-star weekend type of event where they can, you know, not have to put pressure on their craft, and really still come out, and still be able to come out and show their face and make a stamp on the people that they don't normally get to see around. You know what I mean? And for artists to be able to connect that know each other that don't know each other.
Oh man, I thought it was beautiful, man.
It was great, man.
The next one, December 14th, I will see you there. Everybody's coming. You already know, man. So hey, you got a lot of things going on.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Always.
Let me get on my little cheat sheet. What do you got going on? So what's this Lower Cali movement you're talking about?
Lower Cali Movement is actually started by my bro Sir Champ.
Shout out Sir Champ.
Shout out Sir Champ, Jacob Wallace. He actually started the movement, the Lower Cali Movement, because his son was a victim to a drunk driving accident.
Oh no!
And his son is still alive. He was victim to a drunk driving accident that's impaired him in a lot of ways. And this is our give back to the community, our supporting our brother in his vision to let people know that you need to be more responsible, because one split-second decision can change somebody's life forever. You know what I mean? So that's his big agenda that he pushes. We stand behind him on it fully. And really, it's in other light about spreading love to the people around you, about supporting the people that support you, and about giving everybody a positive environment and stage to just be themselves. You know what I mean? So all in all, it's a positive movement. It's a really positive movement.
I mean, that's beautiful, man. I'm glad that we connect because we're both about the same thing, man. Helping one another.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the truth. So, man, is that like a non-profit? Is it a charity, or they're just trying to speak, you know, just some advice? You know, they're advisors.
It's a brotherhood. It's really just a brotherhood, and everything that we do is just an extension of us being ourselves. Like, we dropped an album earlier this year. I want to say
20 Ghost 21.
No, not even 21. 21 Ghost.
Oh shit!
Yeah, 21 Ghost.
I jumped the gun.
Yeah, I'm still releasing that one, y'all. Slowly but surely. But what we dropped was Hustle Over Excuses, and we dropped it in the summertime, and we have, I want to say, 93,000 streams on Spotify.
93. I was listening to your stuff on Spotify too, man. One thing I like that you have that most people don't, I would definitely recommend this to every artist. You have a link tree.
Oh yeah.
That is so smart.
Yeah.
You click on this link, and it's every single thing he's about. It's Facebook, all yours.
Yeah, from my YouTube to any of my streaming to, you know, anything I want to show you. I could put a vlog in.
I'm going to tell you my favorite song of yours is the last two that you released.
All right, let's hear it.
So it's called Gelato, and the other one's called
Anemic. Featuring Jace the Hoosier.
Yeah, so my favorite one is, well, what's your favorite one?
That I released recently?
Out of those two,
I like them both a lot, and that's why I released them both, because they both represent a really special place to me.
Are they both coming out on 21?
They're both on 21 Ghost. That's featuring my boy Rudy Hippie on Gelato. Free Rudy Hippie. Yeah, free my boy. You already know what it is. We got a show on the 24th that we're going to be doing with the Cottonmouth Kings in San Diego.
So he is getting free.
Oh, we're fighting for it, bro. You know what I mean? I can't release any details further than anybody knows publicly, but we're fighting for the situation. And on the 27th, we're actually going to be doing the show specifically for Hippie. We're bringing the whole family out. And it being so close to Thanksgiving, we're trying to treat it like a Friendsgiving type situation. We just want people to come out, show their appreciation, be in the same place at the same time. Kind of, you know, a situation for us to release some of the pent-up stress and pain that we're dealing with just over this situation.
I feel it. Now, is that going to be a brick by brick, or where's that going to be at?
That was going to be at House of Blues.
House of Blues.
Brick by Brick's going to be with
Cottonmouth
Kings. Yeah, it's in San Diego House.
That's the 24th, right?
24th Cottonmouth Kings, yeah.
24th Cottonmouth Kings, City Boy Ghost, man, a brick by brick, and then you got that other one, your boy.
Yeah, that's going to be, we're going to be rocking the mic with Dax that night, and that's going to be for the Root Hippie, the Free Root Hippie movement. Yeah, for the movement, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's positive, bro. I mean, it's a rough situation, but rough situations bring people together, you know?
Oh, man, look at me. This was not a Cinderella story, trust me. I did not have the glass slipper. That's for sure.
All right, good.
Nah, that's super fun, man. I make music as well. A lot of people don't know that. I got an album coming out, man. It's called The Latest Hit, Start Smoking, Smoke Dog. But, yeah, I want to know when 21 Ghost is going to be released.
Oh, I can't release that information yet.
Oh, my God.
What I can do is I can let people know that 21 Ghost is going to be coming out early next year. I cannot give you an exact date, but I want you to know everything we're doing is such a fight, just tooth and nail with these record labels and with these executives trying to make it positive and trying to give it to y'all as perfectly as we can. So please be patient with me, stay tuned, and I promise it's going to be so worth it when it comes out.
That's right, man. Just like Flawless from last show, man. This fool knows what's up about the industry, and you got to work with him, man, whether you want to or not, man. To your chagrin, if you're gonna make it, man. Sometimes I'm not saying fake it till you make it, but you got to kind of like bend the wire, right?
I mean, you just gotta work with what you got. I don't even agree with the fake it till you make it,
I don't either.
like the way of wording it. I mean, sure, the concept makes sense, but at the end of the day, you don't want to fake anything. Like, you gotta keep it as you and as authentic as
So you
possible.
guys just got to convert to what they let you put out.
You just gotta work with what you got.
'Cause I mean, low key. I mean, we're both musicians. We know what happened to Lupe. Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah. No, and Lupe is one of the greatest, man. He's one of the greatest of our
They
time.
silenced that motherfucker.
Yeah, no, they did, but you know what? He's still dropping, isn't he? I heard he just dropped the album.
I think he did. What about Cudi? What happened to Cudi?
Cudi kind of got silenced too. He stepped away from the media and he said, I'm going to do what I want to do and not what you guys are trying to make me do. And what I love about him is he's always been there for people people that deal with depression and just with general, I guess, mental issues that make you feel separated from society, especially anxiety and depression. And we don't have enough poster children or spokespeople for that kind of stuff. Especially being men in America, we're expected to be tough. We're expected to keep our mouth shut and hold it down and keep it pushing. And we don't have the opportunity to be raised emotionally strong enough to balance out the shit that's going on with us a lot of times. And you see a lot of the people, a lot of guys these days freaking out, wilding out. They're not prepared for the shit that they're dealing with. You know what I mean?
They weren't taught.
They weren't taught. They didn't have these conversations with people. Their head wasn't opened up enough. And that's one of the reasons why I love people like Kid Cudi, because he gives you that opportunity to have that conversation. And
he knows he's an outcast.
No, he did. XXX did the same thing.
And rest in peace. Yeah.
Rest in peace. He forced the conversation on people, and he made them stop and realize things about themselves.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, because a lot of people, especially a lot of like Robin Williams, man, a lot of great people, predominant statements, they dealt with depression. A lot of people don't know. They hide it with art and with comedy and stuff like that. So talking to somebody can definitely change out. I love the fact that this whole show was all about a positive movement, and that's what it's all about, man. Happy Veterans Day. City Boy Glows. Are you gonna drop a 16 for us?
Yeah.
All right,
Let me drop a little 16.
Before you do that, man, where can they find you?
My name is City Boy Ghost. You already know you can find me on any social media platform at City Boy Ghost, one word, CITYBOY. You can Google me. Everything will come on Google. I got a link tree. You can look me up on linktree.com/CityBoyGhost.
I recommend everybody get a link.
Any streaming platform that you listen to, no matter what it is, you look up City Boy Ghost. City Boy, one word, Ghost, second word, just like that, man. Shout
like
out
the man, though, I'm gonna give this fool his shine time he deserves. Drop a hot 16, baby.
All right, look, we're gonna do it like this. Look, all these pens I held are like shotgun shells. Every verse that I write is like a memory in hell. I waited to rebel one day at a time, but obviously not enough to paint a picture in your mind, so I bet you. I'll put your head and break you. If there ever was another me, I'd catch him in debt too. Don't get it confused, cause I'm only 26 to in a mean military regime, and I don't even need a drink or a weapon to clink and fuck violence, cause I know you're not better than me. Doesn't matter if you have more cheddar than me, your jewelry won't protect you when you're down on your knees. I'm a hungry nigga with the appetite for this cheap. And as long as I breathe, I'll be ready to bleed various bleeds, but I always come through when it's crunch time. Fuck around and I can end your career on that last line. That's right. And mad love to my boy Smoke, man. We out here. Shout out Overtime Hustling. Shout out Lower Cali. Shout out Slumside Records. My boy Mega Ego, J-Rock. Everybody fucking with me, bro. Let's go.
Hey, man, shout out to the veteran, the Pangagea Project. Shout out City Boy Ghost, man. Shout out everybody in the building, man. JT Active, Victor B, Louis Lowe, Shout out Legacy Brewery, man. Always check us out Monday night, 363 Airport Road, every single Monday. Y'all already know. Happy Veterans Day, man. Have a beer for me. Cheers, baby. We out.